Okay, I'm back with part 2 of making your LED flashlight keychain emblem. So anyhow, for this section, we're going to need 3 tabs open. We need to have our file open that we started in Tinkercad, and then we need to have a Google search open. So here, I'm going to go back. I searched superhero logos in Google. And the third tab that we need open is onlineconverter.com. This is going to allow us to change a JPEG or a PNG two-dimensional picture file into a three-dimensional SVG file. So that's what we're looking to do here. All right, so back to the search. I'm gonna get my picture out of the way here. And I'm gonna scroll down. I've tried this superhero one, this Superman already. You can obviously pause at this point and find the logo that you want. I would recommend using a very simple logo. If it gets too complex, it's not going to print that well. So I think I'll try Captain America this time. We'll see how it works. Hopefully you've found yours and you're going to try it. I would recommend trying a couple different files and seeing how this works. Save image as is what I'm going to do. And now that opens me up and it's got me in the robotics file. I want to put this into, I'm going to go my PC. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. And I will put it in my 3D file. So now I've got it and it's got file name as download. I'm going to put Captain A as my file name. It's saving it as a JPEG, and that's fine. We'll convert it to the kind of file we need in the next step. So I'm saving that to this PC desktop 3D. Okay, so now I'm going to go to convert your file. Now it says we don't want to download this program. What we want to do is do number 1, convert another file to SVG. If it's the first time you're doing it, it might just say convert a file to SVG. So I'm going to click on that. And now I need to choose a file. And it takes me here, and I'm going to choose my Captain America. And I'm going to open it. And now see, it says next to choose a file, Captain A.jpg. So now we're going to come down here. Optional settings, I never change any of this. It hasn't been a problem for me. So we're going to click on Convert File. And now it's made me a Captain A SVG file. So I'm going to go back to Tinkercad, okay, and pause anytime you need to or rewind as needed. And I'm going to click on over here, Choose File. And now, I wonder if it's in my downloads. I didn't look to see where I was putting it. It's always a good idea to look and see where your file's going. I think, yeah, this is my JPEG. I don't want that. So I'm going to go back to this PC and I'm going to look in downloads. I'm going to double click that. And okay, let me search the name. There it is, right there. Okay, so this is it, SVG document. Okay, that's the one I want. I'm going to open that. And now yours might say scale 100%. I have already changed it to 50%, and that's still probably going to make it huge. So I'm actually going to go 40, and we'll probably still have to shrink it down. And where it says height an inch, I'm just going to make it 0.5 inches right now. And that's still going to have to be smaller, but for right now, that's what we'll do. Okay, so there it is. And the kind of nice thing about this is it's a circle. And I know that my dimensions of this are 1.75 by 1.75 x and y, right? But just to show you another thing in case you got a different type, I'm not sure on Chromebooks, but I believe you do Shift and the corner, and it will change your X and Y dimensions proportionally. So you're not going to get a long, skinny one or a short, fat one. It's going to keep the proportions correct. So I'm going to use that method to change the size. And I'm going to click on there. And then I'm clicking on there. And I'm using my mouse to, oops, wait a minute. Actually, let me undo that. Shift and that corner button, and now see it changes proportionally. So let me see if I can get to 1.75. I'm getting close, but I'm set to snap 1/37th or 1/32nd. So what I am going to do is just change these with the ruler. So I'm going to do 1.75 by 1.75, and that should give me perfect dimensions. Now, 0.386, that's way too big. That's way too tall. I want just a skinny emblem to make my device not too much bigger. So I'm going to do 0.1, 1/10 of an inch. Okay, now, I'm on the wrong plane. Okay, so what I could do is sink this down to negative 0.1, and that should drop me just down below the surface. So now I'm on the other side of this plane. And you know what I'm going to do? Just to make sure they bond together well, I'm going to make the depth 0.11. So now it should be sticking up through the plane just a smidgen. Okay, and now I'm going to drag this over. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn this. No, that's the wrong one. 90 degrees. So that the star is facing up. Now I'm going to drag this over on top of it. And I will just make sure that everything is centered. Let's do align. Center, center. Now, I'm going to group them. And now what I want to do, it's sticking down through the work plane. I can't have that when I go to print because it will want to print below the surface of the printer. So I need to lift it up onto that surface now. So I'm just, now that it's grouped, I'm just going to change this to 0 and pop it up to the surface. And I could print it on that side, or I can flip it over. I think what I'll do is I'll flip it over 180 degrees and make sure you do it exactly. I've had some problems being off by a degree, and it doesn't print well. And now that doesn't look right to me. Oh, that little loop on the top made the center not perfectly centered. So these kind of problems happen sometimes. Let's do this. Let's go over it all, do ungroup, and do ungroup a second time because we're trying to ungroup this little ring here. Okay, now I'm going to group, well, I'm going to align these two. So align, adjust, align, now center, and that way already is centered. Okay, so now and what will be good about this now is let me group these two. Group them. Okay, now it's all one piece. Now I want to get this. Oops. That was hard to get. Okay, what the? Okay, I'm going to inch it down. Come around here. So. Oops. Want to penetrate that just a little bit. Okay, and now I'm not quite centered up and down, and I would like to be. So I'm going to drag over those, do adjust, align, and now see these three up and down dots? I'm going to center everything. Oops. How did that happen? Oh, I did the top one. Okay, let's center it. Now, that's centered just the way I want it. So I've got a nice little Captain America symbol here. And I'm going to group that now. Okay. And I think I'm ready to print this. So there you go. That's the next step.